And now, back to climbing for dollars.
Episode 293 of Nick the Rat Radio has begun. I am Nick the Rat. And it's Thursday. Well, it's before Thursday. It's Wednesday. I just felt like it was Thursday because sometimes at night you just think it's the next day. But it is It is the last Wednesday night. It's a little bit after 11, but that's okay. It's just because I ran out of gas in the car. Had to fuel it up at the nearest Taco Bell. We're running again on the road. Last week, I had I guess you could call it a religious experience. I put something in a hole, and boy, oh boy, it sent me off into another dimension. And I had a vision of this. It was like a convenience store. And I saw something there, and that led me to Diane. Now, if matchbooks and cell phone tracking data can't get me to her, rats have cars. It's the Ratmobile. You know what? Just to prove it to you, I'm going to pop open a beer while I'm driving. I'm almost at the store, but not there yet. Let's if you got a beer, pop it open. If you don't, then don't. Okay? But I got one. Now it's very hard to drive with no hands, but I could do it. Now I'm going to pour this. It's a Guinness. I'm having more Guinness tonight. I'm going to pour this into this cup here because you want to have that good head while you're driving, right? Nothing like a little bit of like road head. This is, I don't condone drinking and driving at all. Part of the reason I don't drive because I like to drink. But look at that. Oh yeah. Oh Guinness. Okay. Here's how tonight's gonna go. We're going to drive up to this place. I'm going to use my newfound psychic powers to follow the energy to where I got to be to find Diane. She was, if you look at her LinkedIn, recommendations from all the top companies. She worked for Goldman Sachs. She's been everywhere. And then we got our hands on her. And then she slipped right out of my mayo-covered fingertips. Literally, that was the last time I saw her. She slipped away. She was screaming, but I think she had somewhere to go. Probably I don't know, but we're going to find out tonight, I think. I think tonight we're going to get to the bottom of this. We should start the show how we usually do, though. We usually start with some music, and nothing's better than driving around, smoking the dope and drinking the beers. Nah, you shouldn't. Don't drink the beer. Don't. Just listen to music. That's what driving around. Listen to music, right? Now, when you're driving and you want some good music, you look for this artist, this creator. This destroyer of Tokyo, Akira with Blue Impulse. Hi everybody. As we're driving around here, so I was talking about the Olympics last week, so I thought I'd talk about it a little bit more. A couple things I found out. ROC is it's like a Russian committee because they apparently they like dope or something. I don't know what kind of dope they're giving these athletes. They're probably pumping them up full of the finest soy. 'Cause the soy gives them the breast, and the breast help you do the gymnastics. It gives you all that strength. You ever see these people do flips? One of these Russian guys had a triple jump named after him. They're really flinging themselves around. You gotta watch out. Dangerous things could happen. Um, and then there was the whole the Biles thing, which is very strange. I wonder what was going on with her. Like she had that weird air spasm, and she claims it was because of her raping ass coach. Now that could just be like a Hail Mary, because at first didn't it was like weird. Some of these stories they evolve really quickly, and I don't know where I heard any of this from. But first I heard like she was injured. She got injured. Then I watched and it's like she didn't get injured from that. She just had she had brain freeze. You know, like when you just like freeze up in the brain. She's like she's like she shut off and she didn't do the flip. Maybe she realized what she was doing. She's like, this is fucking dumb. Maybe that's really what happened. She just realized it was all just and she had a shitty landing too. You know, whatever. Shit happens. You know, sometimes I don't have the best podcast. You know, and then she quit the team. She's still hanging out with the team though. Like she's like still like giving them high fives. How do they quit? Do they have like a stand up, stand in? I don't know how they do that. Do they have a is it called like when an actress gets sick on show day? The Black Widow. What do they call them? Like I killed your family so you'd go home to the funeral so I could take your spot in the show. Well, that's how I see it happening in my head, which is a real fucked up place. Anyway, if If you like that song, it was on SoundCloud. You could get all the music that you hear tonight on SoundCloud for free. It's all CC BY. It's 3.0. Creative Commons licenses, which is really cool. So you could use it. They make stuff that you could use. It's kind of like building blocks. It's like, oh, you need some kick-ass music? Well, here, use this here kick-ass music. Just make sure you mention who I am and how to find them. So I always try to, I almost smacked my weed. Diane, can you please move my weed jar? See, that's why I need her back. I'm going to be smacking jars and bottles around the desk without her. She usually cleaned up in between songs and stuff. She would come over here, and that's why I need her back. Also, a Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered just came out. I did pre-order it. So I wanted to play through all the Final Fantasies again. And a lot of people complained about a lot of stuff. And I understood half the complaints, but I still bought it. The main complaints were $10 a game for games that came out, so long ago. But they updated the graphics a little bit. And then people complained about the graphics, and that it was done better on other systems. But yeah, I picked it up, and I played it for about 5 minutes so far. And I like it. I liked it so far. The title screen and the options. Actually, I can't wait to save Diane so she could actually find more. Like she'll do a lot more work on the show while I could go play Final Fantasy. But it's got Final Fantasy on the brain. I'm sorry. What? We're gonna. I don't know what else happened. Anything else happened this week? I'm just trying to do some talking because I don't know if Zindu sent his tapes in on time. Let me check Zindu's newsfeed. Hold on one second. I think this is how Zindu does this here. He goes to this. Wait, this is all just porno links. This is cool. He's got like a huge list here. Pornhub, X Hamster, X Video, XNXXX, RedTube, YouPorn, Big, Smooter, VPorn, Tube8, Video Loves You, Perfect Girls, Butt Naked, Nasty, Many Vids, Porner Bros. That sounds like the Warner Brothers. That's a cool one. ePorner, Feud Box. Oh, Freud Box? Oh my God. Porn.com, Alpha Porn. What is Zindu doing on work days all over here? Spankwire, Orgasm.com, Spank Bang, Fapdo community? There's a community? Porn host XO Go Go XX Bunker Porn Dope Keys. Let's listen to some music here. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat. I gotta check this out. Jesus, wow. I mean, I gotta flush his system out. What the? How do I play music? Okay, we're gonna listen to Jimmy Square with Final Fantasy. It's disgusting. Where's my mayo? Illuminati. Yes, it might be research. I just think he has some very strange news source choices. Part of this trip that we're taking is due to donations. Donations are very important to Nick the Rat Radio. Um, first there's corporate sponsorships. Then there's we have these influencers that just send money to. Then there's we have a couple cereal companies and some food sources. We're really good sources of income. There's a lot of real estate owned by the Dark Sewer Network. But I'm telling you guys, the donations are the number one sources for like none of the money that comes to the sewer. But we would still like to thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't be eating the sewer food that we've been sneaking into the supermarkets. Oh, we have some people to thank though. They went to nicktherat.com and clicked donate. You could also send mail to nick@nicktherat.com. No, there's a what's the there's a PO box somewhere. 9549 Brooklyn, New York 11209. I think that's it. Send it to Nick. Yeah. I didn't get anything in the PO box this week, but I did get stuff in PayPal. Now, if you send a note telling me to not say something, I don't just put it inside the PayPal thing, because I'm worse than John C. Dvorak at this. Here I do the initials, the amount, and if there's any notes. If you would like me to say anything after this, then you just let me know. There's a MAC. Mac. Oh, fuck. Mac. 420 for Nick the Rat Radio. Thank you so much, MAC. That's a new a donator. That's a new sewer citizen. Whoa, this is a big one here. It's $20,000. All right, you guys are catching up to the amount of gas we spend on the truck down here. 2000. That's a lot of. Oh wait, there's a decimal point there. Wow, that's from NP. Thank you so much, NP. Cheers to you. You know what? I'm gonna. What is this? I've been drinking 2 beers. Cheers to you, NP. Thank you so much. The sewer scientist are gonna rub extra mayonnaise on my feet later tonight because of you. We have a KS with a 420. I think KS is maybe new too. I don't recognize these people. But thank you so much, KS, for joining the sewer fun. I hope you stick around and enjoy. And if you ever need anything from any of the sewer citizens, let us know. Along with DV with 420. DV, thank you so much, DV. I think DV's been around for quite a while. We have, and finally, we have AM with $1 million. Suck on that, Trebek. Well, that was another thing that happened. LeVar Burton was on Jeopardy. Jeff Purdy, and he did. I heard he did better on the second time than he did the first time. But the little bit of the second episode that I heard with him, the studio sound was horrible. It sounded so echoey and like ugh. And LeVar Burton, he kept hearing the smacks in his letters, like it's like. So they were fucking with the audio on that. I don't know if that's what happened to the audio on the Jeopardy show, but what are you gonna do? Okay. We should maybe play some advertisements now. Actually, we should play some advertisements because the donations are great and all, but the corporate sponsorship, that's what's keeping the sewers wide open and flowing. Also, is there any Twitch donations? There might be. I have to go over to. I have to go here now. 1 second. I have to check and see if there's any Twitch donations. I have to thank those people as well. I don't even know if those are people. They might be mutants or something, or robots. We got where am I? No, I don't want to go there. Mutter NA with 2 months here. That's the last thing. Okay. Yeah, not on Twitch. But how do you Twitch people? Howdy Twitch people? Howdy NickTheRatRadio.com people? And howdy whoever people. Okay, we're gonna listen to some ads, some big corporate ad sponsorships, and we'll be right back with more Nick the Rat in a short amount of time, and I'll be right back. We have ads, right?
So we brought you down here into the sewer to get an honest opinion about our new 2017 Sewer Mobile. You are not an actor and wasn't paid to be brought down here. We just want everybody to know that. This is a complete honest view of the 2017 Sewer Mobile. But I want to tell you, as I take off this duct tape and gag, that this car is 100% environmentally friendly.
Are you not able to reflect Mercury retrograde's power and use it for good? Do you sit at home waiting for it to pass? We in the Dark Sewer Network understand your problems, and we've had our scientists working 24/7 figuring out how to protect you from Mercury retrograde. You've seen those Mylar, tinfoil-looking piece of shit space blankets they've sold you earlier. But these are pink. Our Dark Sewer scientists rub pink sea salt crystals all over this tinfoil in assurance that you, yes you, will be protected from all the powers that comes from Mercury during this troubled, sensitive time. If you or a loved one suffers from Mercury retrograde, call us now at 917-719-5923 and let us help you during your troubled times. Call now. Only $69.99 a blanket.
In the year 2011, it was their perfect world, but there was no room for heroes.
Haven't brought in.
There was no room for freedom. And now, it was time to run.
Blow that jerk's car.
The last chase.
Blow it.
All right, come on, baby.
Closing at 1,000 feet.
The ultimate hero, driving the last car on Earth in a fight for survival. B. Majors, Chris Makepeace, and Burgess Meredith as Williams.
$190. 205. 210. 220. 230. 240.
The Last Chase.
Oh, it looks like I'm coming up on the little store. This looks just like it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull up in here. We're gonna listen to some music, and we'll see what happens when we get inside. Yeah, we'll probably open the phone lines a little bit later. See what's going on. But let's end my drive here with Masters of Dreams with Neon Night City. Yeah, we're pulling up to this convenience store, so let's listen to this and then see what kind of trouble we can get into. Oh boy.
that hot seed directly in my skull cave.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude. Dust? Wind. Dude.
That, my friend, is a great question.
There were some foreign listeners in the chat room, in the troll room. They thought we were not saying ratchet, but rat shit.
Well, they probably never heard the word ratchet.
No. But they thought it was rat shit.
And they maybe listen to Nick the Rat Show.
Yeah, believe me, Nick is all over it.
feel like I got drugged, and I'm not even on anything. I haven't drank anything. That is what listening to Nick the Rat will do to you.
Yep. This is definitely the place that I saw in that vision. Oh man, my penis is still smoking from that day. Yeah. When this is definitely the convenience store, and I am recalling seeing that floating blue pot. Now, when I saw a floating blue pot in my little dream, I thought it was like some of that blue Californian Kush that's really good when you smoke it. So. Apparently it was an actual floating blue pot though. What the hell am I supposed to do here? This place is creepy. Everything's so phasey and fuzzy.
Nick the Rat, I see you there.
What the hell that teapot's talking to me? What the hell is going on here? Oh man. Hello, Mr. Teapot. I am Nick the Rat. I am looking for my secretary, Diane, who will definitely be getting a raise if I find her soon. This adventure is pretty crazy.
She told me about you. You can call me PB&J. And you were the chosen one. I can tell that you are the one that needs to be right here, right now. You have to do it. So fucking obvious now. You are the hero of this story.
Well, I'm no hero. I'm just a podcaster. I guess you could consider me a hero. But wait, so you know who I am and what I'm doing here?
You wouldn't have been able to get this far if it wasn't all about you. About Nick the Rat, not Judy. Oh no, we will not talk about her. Not now, not ever. Her well runs deep. It splits the land, breaking the reality that is real into the devil's work. Judy is deeper than that. She's made the one who's made the one that made that devil. She must be forgotten. You need to save Diane. She has the power to organize the world. She has great organizational skill of the elders. She can organize all the unseen, and it will be great for us. And you wouldn't have it made this far if it wasn't all about you. Now, you must go and get her back to this realm. If you are even off by a smidge, I don't know what will happen.
Well, this sounds all encouraging and all, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, PB&J. Look, this is really cool that I'm in this little gas station convenience shop, whatever, and I'm talking to a blue floating teacup. Are you even floating? I don't know what the fuck's going on with you. You might be. Maybe it's induction. This is probably all just technology. I'm just gonna blame it all away. I'm feeling a little lightheaded here. So what do I have to do?
All this yous has to do, go get her. Through one of these two slots. These tiny holes right here. Now, you must take your genitalia and stick it into one of these slots.
Well, this reminded me a lot of what just actually fucking happened to me to get me here. I have to do this again?
This time, it will be very different. We do not have any fire alarms here.
Okay, Diane. Diane, you are worth this. I am willing to take my precious genitalia and stick it into one of these holes. Wait, which one do I stick it into, Mr. PB and J?
Well, Nick the Rat, this is a decision that only you can make. I do not know which hole is the right hole, but you must take your genitalia and stick it into one of these slots. One of them will lead you to where you have to go. The problem is, if you choose wrong, you will never know. You will be trapped in a hellscape in your own plane. And the plane, it won't care if it's curved or not. It will consume you, Nick the Rat, completely. You'll live in a nightmare, a dream mist until the day you are erased. But if you choose the right path, you will find her. Now, quickly, Nick the Rat. Choose a hole and stick your dick in it already.
Well, here's nothing. Let me just put some slather some mayo on here this time. Gotta come prepared. Because last time, going raw dog in that socket did not feel good. But okay, now which one to choose? Left or right? Left or right? Well, I am a righty, but then if I was the wall socket and I was looking at me, and then the right hand would be on the left side. But maybe it wants me. It's not going for my hand. It's going for. I only have one. Okay, let's see. Well, okay. Well, my penis, it curves off to the right like a little bit, and standing in front of the socket, it's actually curving to the left. So I'm gonna say, just follow your head. I'm gonna choose this. I'm gonna choose the left one here. Well, Diane, this one's for you.
Well, I guess we do have a fire alarm. Let's listen to Demise Couscous. Yesterday is here, while your little rat host is off on an adventure. Hey, Diane, bring me the dustpan. I gotta sweep up this rat dust. Yeah.
If you want to stay behind and wait till I come back again, well, today is gray skies, tomorrow is tears. You have to wait till yesterday's here. If you wanna go where rainbows end, you have to say goodbye. All our dreams come true, baby, up ahead. It's out where your memories lie. Well, the road is out before me, and the moon is shining bright. And I want you to remember as I disappear tonight. Well, today is gray skies, tomorrow is tears. You'll have to wait till yesterday's here. Well, today is gray skies, tomorrow is tears. You have to wait till yesterday's here. You have to wait till yesterday's here. You have to wait till yesterday's here.
I feel weird right now. It's like darkness. Did I choose the right hole? Ah, fuck. Hold on 1 second here. I have to rethink everything. It's like I got zapped. You know what might help? If I go to the phone lines, maybe I could turn the phone line on. We could talk to people. You can give a call at 917-719-5923. That's how you get in touch with I don't know, whoever's talking right now. I might be Nick the Rat, but I also might not be. I don't know who I am. It's also midnight in the sewer. I do know that because I got a gigantic clock right behind me. Imagine just walking around, there's a giant clock there. Well, it looks like there's a... hello, caller. You have reached Nick the Rat Radio. How are you tonight?
Hey, is this technical support? I can't get my air fryer working.
Your air fryer?
Damn it. Yeah,
What?
I can't get this air fryer working.
What did you put in it?
And there was a number, huh?
What'd you put into the air fryer?
Oh, popcorn?
This is probably your fault, sir. I don't know if this is covered by our warranty service.
Well, then, it's got your number in the back.
Well, yeah, my number might be there, but if you read the instructions, it obviously, if you read it, it says, what'd you put into it again?
Popcorn?
Yeah, it says in the manual something about, I think it says popcorn there. There might be updated stuff on the internet.
I tried making some baked beans earlier, but it wasn't working right.
You should call your power company, sir. I think you might have the wrong number.
Really?
Yeah, this is... We sell air fryers. We don't... You obviously have an electrical problem in your house.
Well, I mean, obviously it's working. You can hear the beeps on it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That the electricity in your house will only let the beeps play. Is that like your parent or something in the background I hear? Maybe you would like them to use it. Are you of age to use this air fryer?
Yeah.
You have to be older than, I think...
I'm 30 years old, still living in my
No, you have to be 40.
So. Okay. Well, what if I am 40? I just didn't want to tell you my real age because I'm kind of embarrassed staying in my mom's house still.
We might need you to
I sit on the computer all day. Sometimes I have my mom make me Hot Pockets sometimes. So.
Okay, well, we could probably refund you the money. We could probably refund you the money.
Okay. And if I send you back the air fryer, everything is covered then?
Only if the popcorn's still in it.
Okay. I mean, it's not popped yet. There's still the kernels are still in there, so it's not even been popped yet. So.
Yeah, but the air fryer's not broken.
Well, so it's not broken then, right?
No, you could probably just keep that.
Well, can you run me through the instructions then? Can you run me through?
Hold on,
I
could tell you how this works. I've been here 20 years of my life, sir. I work with the president of the Air Fryer Society.
Oh, good.
I had to go down
Okay,
on
so-
him, sir. You're calling me like I've never sucked a dick for an air fryer, and you want me to tell you how it works? Okay. Hold on.
Well, it'd be nice, please and thank you.
Sir, I'm just going to put you on hold really quick.
Hey, guess what?
That guy worked for the FBI. That was a FBI agent. Tag in that number. 917-719-5923. That's how you could you could call, and if you're the FBI, I might hang up on you, or you could leave a voicemail like this person did.
Hey, just crazy. Meow.
Let's listen to another voicemail. 917-719-5923.
Oh, I didn't call in time. I thought I had a little more time, but it is pretty late there in the sewer.
It's midnight.
Damn. It's good that you will place and
having deja vu.
that you will stream over to Raid DJ Slave. That's wonderful. I'm so glad you still enjoy her. It's been about a year since I introduced you to her, and I appreciate all the attention. She deserves it. Anyway, I just had a few questions for you, but I ended up calling too late. Maybe I'll try next week. In the sewer. Good night.
Did I hear that? Am I having deja vu?
Hello, sir. This is technical support from Microsoft.
Is this Adam?
Yes, this is Adam Smith.
Oh, fuck. Look, I'm sorry.
Sir, do you have your anti-FBI software in your computer?
I'm sorry. I know who this is. This is the CIA, isn't it?
No, sir. I am not from the CIA.
You are. I know you are. I have these lights on my phone. The red one lights up for the FBI. The yellow one lights up for the CIA. I also have another one, but that's for pest control.
Fuck.
These people think they're slick. They think they're slick, but we have a system wherever I am right now. 917-719-5923.
Just wanted to say hi and remember it's just big. It's just big. Alexa, hang up.
There is no active call.
Alexa, disconnect.
There's no Bluetooth device to disconnect, but you can unpair or forget a device
Alexa,
using an Alexa.
hang up the bloody phone.
I understand that last caller's pain, but please, if you're going to call into this national podcast with millions of listeners, make sure you're using a Bakelite phone landline, please. I want the best quality connection possible. Now, I recently, there was a sale. There's a Jeff Bezos goes to space day, so I was trying to help him get there quicker. So I bought Amazon Buds, like little ear things you pop in, because they were like $4 or some shit and 20 cents, cheap as shit. But you had to link them with Bluetooth, then you also have to link them to like Alexa. It just gets scarier and scarier. And then the right one wouldn't charge. And then they're sending me more. Caller?
Congratulations, you did it.
Oh, fuck, what?
World's best cup of coffee. You did it.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Was it this morning?
Congratulations.
Was it yesterday? When?
Oh, just now.
I don't, this is Guinness. This is not. I guess this is some of the best coffee you get.
Yes, you did it.
Caller.
Congratulations.
Caller, your connection. It sounds like you might be in a truck right now.
How did you know that? That's weird.
You know what's even weirder?
What's that?
I'm going to let you set the subject. We could talk about anything. What would you like to talk about?
Anything.
Yeah, anything.
Oh man, I've been drinking. That's a tough subject. Let's see. Let's bypass politics and religion and go straight to 80s toys.
80s toys. Okay. What would you like to talk about?
Yes.
80s toys.
I don't know any of those 80s toys. I mean,
they were hard vinyl, and you had to blow them up, and like there was like the inner tube. It really broke the immersion.
Yes, I concur.
But they would float, and you wouldn't drown if you were drinking in the pool.
Well, if the pool wasn't very deep, you wouldn't drown anyway. So,
what was your favorite 80s toy?
Oh, it had to have been. I'm afraid to admit this. Actually, the He-Man action figures.
He-Man.
And the Hot Wheels.
Do you remember Moss Man in He-Man, the toy? It was like it had that that short fuzzy.
Yeah.
I remember that just smelling funny, and then the moss disappeared. Sort of. Maybe I ate it. I don't remember. Had weird
you're not
dreams.
supposed to eat that. No, like the.
It was like pesto, though. It was child pesto.
Wait, pop quiz. Do you remember He-Man's real name in like real life?
James Dean. No, I don't.
No,
I thought he was just
come
plastic.
on.
He was a plastic toy. Oh, you're talking about Prince Adam?
Oh, dude, you got it. Oh,
I think that's his name.
I can't stop the rat.
I've seen a little bit of He-Man back in the day, not too much. I played with the toys. I played with those were cool. Orko.
Yeah, they're not dolls; they're action figures.
No, they were dolls. They were cute.
No, they're action figures. It clearly says on the package.
Depends on. What about the underwear? There was definitely He-Man tighty whities, right?
Oh yeah, and he wore a lot of pink, so I don't know.
Is that still a
that
thing?
Was
Like
cool to...
superhero stuff on kids' underwear?
Oh yeah, they still do that.
You know, you get like Ben Affleck because you know, like it used to be like Batman on underwear and shit, right? Like DC toys and all that.
Yeah.
So now it's like kids' underwear have like today's superheroes, like Ben Affleck on their.
Oh, I hope you're making that up.
I don't know. It might be.
Chuck Norris. I mean, Superman wears Chuck Norris underwear. Anyway. Yada yada yada.
Chuck Norris cannot be defeated.
Exactly. I concur.
So He-Man was your favorite toy?
For a little while.
When
Till Nintendo came out, anyway.
They
talked about all this on Hog Story. That's where it popped in my mind. So.
What was Fletcher's favorite 80s toy?
Oh shit, I don't know. He had like a vinyl, like a little. What was the little record player?
Oh yeah, it was definitely He's all into the music. I thought you were gonna say it was either vinyl pants or vinyl record player. Do you remember? Did Carol have one? Carol is probably like Battletoads. No, that was a.
Hers is probably a coat. You know, she lives in Canada, so like.
Bucky O'Hare was Bucky O'Hare Canadian?
Warm stuff. Probably Brian Adams was.
Oh, that was a 90s toy. That was an 80s toy.
Yeah.
When did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys come out?
Oh shit, that was late 80s,
That's
early
like a
90s,
that's a
wasn't
late 80s toy. It was like,
it? Yeah. Yeah, that was the era.
Now there's no. Have you ever been to Toys R Us?
Once or twice.
That shit's gone. It's weird. I guess if you only been there once or twice, then it's.
Yeah, that was kind of like we had to go to the mall. I live out in the sticks. We had to go to the mall. You know, we had to go in town.
Do they have
Go to the mall. We'd go to the mall. We'd go ride the escalator instead of going to Toys R Us.
Was there a KB Toys store in your mall?
That does sound familiar. Yes.
KB Toys. They disappeared.
Yeah, it was, but it was like you know, like 50 pounds of shit in a 20-pound bag. There was so much stuff in there, you know, you couldn't even get around. So, I don't know. But yeah, I just go to the mall, ride the escalator at Sears.
Caller, do you like the news?
The news?
Well, yeah, because we're about to listen to some Zindu news right now because it looks like his tapes just came in. This is incredible news. So let's tune in and see what Zindu has to say.
Hello, is this thing working? Hey everybody, Zindu here for the Dark Sword News Network, coming to you live on Nick the Rat Radio. Live. So live that I'm touching my nipples right now. And you have to know that now, and you're listening to this live as well, because you're alive. If you were dead, this would be Dead Radio, Dead Air. And it's probably a movie named that. Anyway, I'm just stalling for time as I bring up my notes for the news. So let's stop doing that shit because Nick the Rat's going to catch on and kick my ass. Let's do some celebrity news here. Let's start off with Bob Odenkirk. He was hospitalized on the set of Better Call Saul. I think he's doing better now. That happened today. This is fucking... What is today? Diane, what's today's date? Yeah, give me another beer too. Yeah, it's July 28th, 2019 this happened. We don't really know much. They didn't say much. They just said he went to the hospital. A lot of people, Bryan Cranston came out. He's like, oh, fuck. But it sounds like, I think I was looking on the Twitter like an hour ago, and they said that he's going to be okay. He's got 3 boobs. But let's not forget what happens to all these people when they go to the hospital one time. They come out quite dead soon after. Oh man! If we lose Bob, I'll be real sad.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to some Mr. Show in a little bit. I'm gonna have to fuck with the station, maybe play some show. Anyway, Bob Odenkirk, hope you're doing fine. Let's see what else we have here. Maybe I should do a quick check. Maybe there's some new update about him. You know, he's good enough for me to break live news and check him out. Bob Odenkirk. Dead? No, he's not. Okay, he's still alive. He's 58, born in 1962. Stable condition after collapsing on Better Call Saul set. No news.
A heart-related incident.
Please respect Bob Odenkirk, Mr. Bob Odenkirk. Let's see here. Sending huge love to a missing Guts brother Odenkirk. Let's see. Who is it? This is sending huge love to Mr. Bob Odenkirk. We got any updates here? Any fucking updates? I don't know. I think he's still kicking. That's good. All right, let's read some more news, celebrity news. Why don't we'll stick to the celebrity news here? We got
nobody was back.
Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. They say that they don't wash their kids or themselves. I don't think. What is this? Why am I reading? Is this news? You should not be getting rid of all the natural oil in your skin with a bar of soap every day. It's insane. I don't wash my body with soap every day, she shared. But I wash my pits and tits and holes and soles. As for her husband, I wash my armpits and my crotch daily and nothing else ever. Motherfucker, this guy's dirty as shit. I got a bar of Lever 2000 that just delivers every time. Nothing else. This was an advertisement for Lever 2000. This is crazy. I can't believe that I'm in a minority here of washing my whole body in the shower. She said, who taught you not to wash? I guess this is a great debate question. Hey, chat room. You guys use soap and wash your body every day. I usually wash in between each one of my 33 dicks. I usually, reach down there with a finger and I just pluck out any of those, what are they called, parasites? I don't fucking know. Anyway, they probably smell fine, I guess. It's only the really shitholes on your body. Mila Kunis got it right. Your pits, tits, shits, and flips, sips, and dip, nips, But it's like I don't know. Okay, let's read some more celebrity news. This one came into my wheelhouse. I wanted to read it. I didn't read it. I'm going to read it to you guys right now. Lucy Liu. She said there was an altercation with Bill fucking Murray on Charlie's Angels. And Bill Murray can't do anything wrong until he did. We put these celebrities and these athletes on pedestals. We don't know fuck shit about them. We don't know about Lucy Liu. We don't know about Bill Murray. We just know about 5 seconds of their entire fucking life sometimes, which is blown out of proportion. They might be good people, they might be assholes. Who the fuck knows? Never met them, can't say so. But if I had a vote for one to be president, I'd fucking get online and be like, Anyway, story about Lucy Liu and Bill Murray clashing on the set of the 2000 movie. She was clashing. Okay. Let's see. Some bullshit. Let me sift through this shit. Lucy Liu's incredibly private. I feel like some of those stories are private, Lou said, but I will say, okay, here we go. But I will say, when we started to rehearse this scene, which was all of us in the agency, we had taken the weekend to rework that particular scene, and Bill Murray was not able to come because he had to attend to some family gathering. So it was everyone else, and we just made the scene more fluid. I wish I had more time. So, wait. Her clash on Charlie's Angels was him just not fucking showing up because he had some other place as well. Oh, boy. Oh, wait, no, there's more. There's more. As we're doing the scene, Bill starts to sort of hurl insults. And I won't get into the specifics, but it kept going on and on, Lou said. I was like, wow, he seems like he's straight at me. I couldn't believe that. Yeah, it's called being a comedian. He's probably trying to make you laugh or something. He's like, hey, Lucy Liu, lighten up. Wouldn't it be cool if your name was Lighten Up Lou? He probably said some stupid shit like this, and why am I even reading this? I'm going to go dunk my head in the toilet and give myself a swirly, because this shit is depressing. Anyway, that was, I guess, some celebrity fucking news from Dark fucking Sewer Network, News Network, Zindu! We're gonna suck the brains out of your assholes a little bit later with more bullshit news. Zindu. Oops.
This place is weird. Now, I'm feeling a little bit strange right now. I don't know if I'm here or there. So I'm going to play a little bit more music. This is you can find it on SoundCloud. Do I like SoundCloud? I don't know. It helps me find free stuff. I know there's a lot of other ways of getting things. There's No Agenda Social, and then there's mega zip files, and then there's a file you could play through there. But I kind of like filtering it through a web browser, and I don't know. There might be other services and ways of doing it, but it's kind of like a collection. It's all there, and one day if it ever disappears, then well, fuck, it doesn't matter. You can just listen to Nick the Rat Radio, because this will never disappear. But reality will unravel. But Nick the Rat will always be duplicated, replicated. It's free. It's culture. This is culture. The way to save reality is to give it away, give it away, give it away until you don't, and then you're gonna starve to death. So, I don't know. There's a yin yang. You gotta give. You gotta take too. That's why we got donations. But okay. While I keep rambling, let's listen to some music so you can listen to that and not to me. We have Kate Fox with Whatever You Like.
Closer, move on. And let's get to what pisses me off so much about it. The people that govern our city and our state want to virtue signal. They want to be able to say, we care about even one life. If we save even one life, we've done the right thing. So they come up with policies like you cannot have indoor dining. But what they do is they refuse to actually enforce the policy. So they say you can only have outdoor dining. Now, when people decide, okay, let's have a hut on the street, but it's fully open, that's okay. And then they put a roof. Then they put a wall. Okay, that's weird. Then they put a door. Now what you have is an indoor structure on the street. That is an indoor restaurant you have built on the street. But they do not get fines. They do not get shut down. Why is that? Because the people who run the city do not want to take responsibility or accountability for the negatives of their policies. So what people are doing who run restaurants, and I understand why they do it, and I respect people that want to stay in business, it's kind of like what kids did in high school.
As the mad prophet of the airwaves was shot.
Every society has this. In our society, if you hear voices, we have mental hospitals for it. If you have vast visions of the future, we have drugs that can help you and make this go away. So then somehow, in modern society, the discovery of psychedelics is the discovery that all of this cultural machinery is just Wizard of Oz stuff. You remember the scene in The Wizard of Oz where the curtain is swept back and they see the little guy there, and he says, booming out over the loudspeaker, "Ignore the little man pulling the levers. Ignore the little man pulling the levers." Well, the little man pulling the levers is what sweeps into view with psychedelics, and you discover, aha, culture is provisional. Whether we have 9 wives or 3, whether we tattoo ourselves blue, whether we eat insects or not, all of these things are just decisions that we make, and then we congratulate ourselves on our wisdom, and we live within that, and we hunt down and kill all the people who disagree with us, and that's called having a culture, having a way of life.
But too many are now telling me that hell doesn't exist, or that hell actually wasn't that bad. The indifference shown to my colleagues is disgusting.
Life can be hard. Sometimes events happen that can't be avoided. When the nightmare becomes real, embrace the fear. When you are feeling down, bring others lower than you. It will make you feel like $1,000,000. For you, we have the Big Book of Curses for Dummies. Did you lose your job? Curse and kill your neighbor's loud dog. Are you overweight? Curse and infect leprosy on a famous person. Or are you just feeling sad? Curse deathly smelling flatulence on an ex-lover. Why feel bad when you can easily float to the top using the Big Book of Curses for Dummies? Order yours today for only $69.99 on the Dark Sewer Network. Oh yes.
You didn't get it. You were never gonna get it. They dangle these things in front of you. They tell you got a chance, but I'm sorry, it's a lie. Because they'd already made up their mind and they knew what they were gonna do before you walked in the door. You made a mistake. And they are never forgetting it. As far as they're concerned, your mistake is just, it's who you are. And it's all you are. And I'm not just talking about the scholarship here. I'm talking about everything. I mean, they'll smile at you, they'll pat you on the head, but they are never, ever letting you in. But listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, because you don't need them. I mean, they're not going to give it to you, so what? You're going to take it. You're going to do whatever it takes. Do you hear me? You are not going to play by the rules. You're going to go your own way. You're going to do what they won't do. You're going to be smart. You are going to cut corners, and you are going to win. They're on the 35th floor. You're going to be on the 50th floor. You're going to be looking down on them. And the higher you rise, the more they're going to hate you. Good. You rub their noses in it. You make them suffer. You don't matter all that much to them. So what? Screw them. Remember, the winner takes it all.
It is quiet in the city. In the wake of disaster, you are about to enter upon probably the most difficult and yet most important period of your life, when to escape the effects of radioactive fallout for perhaps as long as the next 2 weeks, you will be deprived of all the conveniences of modern life. When you will live under crowded conditions, almost elbow to elbow with your neighbor. When your diet, your personal hygiene, and other habits will undergo drastic change, until the passage of time has decayed radioactive substances and fallout to a point where it will be safe for you to take up your life where you left it.
I'm gonna say this and y'all are gonna like it. If Ghostbusters 2016 had gotten the hype Afterlife is getting, y'all probably wouldn't rag on it so much. But you still won't admit that a lot of y'all weren't ready for a female Ghostbusters movie. Who are you? Timmy Eddie Schmitz? Are you a man telling me, a woman, what kind of Ghostbusters movie? Excuse me. I have never in my life felt like I couldn't be a Ghostbuster because I didn't see somebody with the same body parts I have on screen. So you don't get to tell me what I'm supposed to. I hate male feminists. Nothing. I hate more than a male feminist.
The future is something you cannot work for exactly the same reason that you cannot work to be happy. Happiness, it's always said, is a byproduct. And it will accrue to you through becoming absorbed in something else altogether, in some other quest altogether. The quest for vision, the quest for doing something, anything, may bring happiness. And so in exactly the same way, the good future, the great society, the grand tomorrow, is never going to be attained by working for it directly. When you've got that idea, which is embodied just as much in the 5-year plan as it is in the great society, of working for that thing, you will never make it. The only way you can get the good future is by a diversion from time altogether at right angles to the course of history. So what is important now, today, is to create a diversion of such splendor that people will forget about the things they think are important.
Hey, Lindsay? I wish you didn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke. And I miss my friend. I'll be outside.
Have you ever drank alcohol to excess?
Yes.
Have you ever taken an illegal drug? It's okay, just tell the truth. That's the important thing.
Yes.
Okay. Marijuana?
Yes.
Cocaine?
Yes.
Heroin?
Yes.
You did heroin?
Yes.
Well, what about angel dust?
Yes.
What about crack? Do you ever smoke some crack?
Yes.
Dude, you're out there.
Hey, what was it like?
You don't have to answer that.
Aw.
Unless you want to. I mean, feel free if you really want to.
It was great. It's crack. It gets you really...
Guys, look. I found a treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Whoa, it's gay!
Hi, I'm Stephanie Stokes. If you're a loyal viewer of Spice, then I'm sure you've seen Michael Nin's Latex, winner of 11 AVN Awards. Well, hold on to your hats, or whatever, because next month, Spice is proud to present the long-awaited sequel, Shock Latex 2, starring John Doe, Tiffany Million, and a cast of thousands. And the only place you'll see this mind-blowing film is on Spice in September. Shock Latex 2 in September, exclusively on Spice.
The following film has not been rated by the Motion Picture Association of America due to explicit sexual behavior
and adult themes.
It is not intended for viewers
Under the age of 18.
Look, John C. Dvorak, you epitomize the fact both of you, Leo and John, you embody two different aspects of the same thing. First of all, yes, personal brands matter, and it matters a lot. And keep in mind, up until this point, the only reason that somebody would go to another magazine or newspaper was because they thought they could get closer to their actual value. John C. Dvorak, right. the way you determine your value is that you go out there and you ask for direct contributions from your no agenda audience, and it does very well. And they pretty much, give or take, give you exactly what your value as a human being who's able to, with your algorithm of insight, is able to determine. Leo Laporte did the exact same thing. He was fired from one entity, ran off and said, I'm going to go straight to, give or take, whatever. He goes off and says, hey, world, what am I worth? And the world bought bricks and founded Twit. Baratune, you haven't pissed anyone off yet, so I don't know how to determine your value.
Just a joke. That's some kid. I'm not married, you know. But, where was I? Makeup. No, makeup is important. Although last week I met a girl, makeup didn't help her at all. I mean, this girl was ugly. How ugly? When she goes to the bank, they turn off the cameras. Ugly, you kidding? I mean, ugly. She went to a plastic surgeon. He added a tail. All right. Ugly, you kidding? Well, when she walks in the room, mice jump on chairs. You know what? I take it all back. Looks are not that important. It's underneath what counts, soul, depth. That's what's important, not looks. And how many times you take a walk in the street, you see a tall, handsome man walking arm in arm with a short, fat, ugly girl. I never saw that. Did you ever see that? I never saw that, you know. I thought I saw that, you know. I will get to the award.
You've unpacked, taken your bearings. But almost as soon as you've settled down, your youngsters, just as on every other outing, begin to complain of thirst. What do you do for water in a public shelter? Each of these containers holds 70 quarts of drinking water, with 10 drums provided for this 50-person capacity shelter. That means you and everyone else will be allotted 3½ gallons of drinking water during your shelter stay. Divide 14 days into 3½ gallons, and your daily allotment will be little over 1 quart of water for drinking purposes. However, it's the responsibility of the shelter manager to decide just how much you will receive.
There are things that happen in quantum physics that kind of defy our sensibilities. Like particles pop in and out of existence. They defy any rational attempt to understand it. Particles can be entangled with one another. A particle can be here, and there's a barrier, and it can spontaneously show up on the other side of the barrier at faster than the speed of light. All of this is just mysterious.
Bull crap.
I think we got this weird zone. I'm in. I'm getting some more voicemails down here. I think the phone line might be open again. I don't know what's going on. Lighting in the studio is when you're in another dimension. It's crazy. Also, I'm pretty drunk, guys. Cheers. Cheers to the late night sewer chatters. And if you're listening to this during the day, cheers to the late night sewer chatters. I would not be able to imagine listening to Nick the Rat Radio first thing in the morning, like, waking up, I'm gonna go take a shower. Let me throw some Nick the Rat Radio on. I do that with Art Bell though. So damn, okay. Either way, let's listen to some voicemails here. 917-719-5923.
Well, hi there. I was just calling in. I don't know who Nick the Rat is, but I was looking for somebody else. And I got the wrong number. I'm really not sure what to say. But I started talking and now I've got to commit. Well, have a good day.
Thank you, caller. You gotta really appreciate people that take time out of their day to take time out of your day, I guess. 917-719-5923.
Haven't you ever heard of Finky folklore? We believe that it is giant rats living underground that cause the earthquakes. The rats exist, believe me.
Beneath you or believe you? Either way, I believe you. 917-719-5923. I've seen some big rats. And they make holes. They're like moles. They keep going down. There's creatures that I'm sure that we don't know exist that are very, very deep creatures. Deep in the earth. Like mole people. Sometimes you go, hello, into a hole, and sometimes you hear something back. And
hello.
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 Is this a mole person?
Mm-hmm.
Man, if I had Diane, I could tap this line and I could record it and be like, hey, we had a mole person on the show. But now I don't. How are you doing this evening?
Fine, just being a mole person.
You're being a mole person?
Yeah,
does that mean you work for the FBI or the CIA?
Which is be a mole person. There's really not much else to us. We just mole.
Whoa.
We do mole. So what's up with you?
I'm hearing a lot of weird noises.
I don't know what that is. It's just my dungeon. I mean my supply closet.
What kind of phone service do you have down there? Because it sounds pretty crappy. I wouldn't recommend it to other mole people.
Oh, it's Verizon.
Mole people do not use Verizon.
What are you talking about? I'm a mole person. I told you. Why don't you believe me?
What color are you? Moles are always a certain color.
I'm chartreuse.
A chartreuse mole?
Got you there. I got you there.
Is chartreuse like green?
I don't know. Chartreuse is chartreuse, bro.
It's weird. There's like a definitive list of colors that exist. I think I don't know who owns the name. Is there owners of the names of colors?
Not mole people.
Then there's just chartreuse. Wait, that's a liquor? Now I'm confused. I thought chartreuse was a color.
I think it's like green or something.
You think it's green?
Yeah, we're green. That's what we are. But we're chartreuse. It's gross looking. It's like baby poop.
It's baby poop?
That's what color we are. Is baby poop. Chartreuse. Green.
Wait, what? I'm hearing some. Am I getting an echo from the middle of the planet now? Where am I?
I'm not sure. We're at. I thought you were in the same place you were 5 minutes ago. That's okay.
Does time go slower if you're underground?
Yes.
Hello?
No. It goes faster.
Hello?
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Wait, I'm talking to two people now?
No, just me. Unless I am two people. I don't know. I don't know if I'm two people. Oh, God damn it.
I feel like I'm schizophrenic. I could probably talk to two people at the same time.
Yeah, I could do that too. Usually, sometimes I do that, actually. But not when I'm alone.
I guess that's what happens in like these other dimensions that we always hear about, but nobody could explain. It might just be multiple voices within inside of your own head.
Yeah, that's schizophrenia.
There's pills for that, right?
Yeah. They
think
got
I've heard
these
of
pills
that.
for it. You could also take a jog.
A jog?
Yeah, go for a jog. I'm sure the voices won't go away, but you'll feel a lot better, and your voices will be like, "Oh man, that was a great run, man," and they'll be like, "Yeah, thanks for the help, by the way. You did nothing but just sit on your asses in my mind." They're like, "Look, okay, we can't help who we are," and you just have a whole argument with yourself, and then it just, it goes from there.
You jog, I only come around more.
Oh my God. I have to jog.
Yeah. It's good. It's good for you.
Have you ever stuck your genitalia into a socket?
That's hard for me to do. I've attempted it. It did not work.
Oh yeah.
It's just sort of.
It's having some effects on my brain right now, I think.
It was just sort of. I mean, I couldn't quite get the angle, It was like I tried going from the back, from the front, sideways. I'm not flexible enough.
Just
the only way you could.
You can always get an extension cord. Possible.
It's good.
On a gooseneck?
I need this conversation. Yeah.
Put the.
Mole people.
I got a gooseneck for you.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever kill yourself for a coworker?
It really, I mean, that's a pretty broad. I mean, situationally, you gotta, like, what circumstance? Like, give me some examples.
Coworker.
Because it may, what if my coworker is also like one of my children? Then yes. If my coworker is just some like
that would just be
IT
nepotism,
guy.
though. If you worked at a factory and your kid worked there, and your kid was on a platform that was falling into a lava pit, and on the other side of the platform there was 12 kids that were falling into the same lava pit, and you saved your kid, but not the 12 that fell in there? That's nepotism.
Yeah, fuck them. Like my kid comes first. Fuck those kids. My kid's awesome. They're probably a bunch of brainwashed little turds anyway.
Now they're
Get rid of
molten.
them. Now if they're my friend's kids, okay. Like, what do? You just save them both. What the fuck? Why do I have to choose?
Kids?
Find a way, man. All these rules, arbitrary rules. Just do the best you can. Save them all.
But also, let's not forget about the molten lava that needs to eat the precious souls of children.
But why? Why do we need to keep this molten lava alive? It doesn't need anything. But, I mean, why can't we replace them with, like...
Some
they
things just
eat a
need
bunch
to
of
be.
trees. Wasn't Pompeii good enough? Goddamn.
Things exist. And
So
sometimes you need to throw
needy.
children into them.
Sacrifice the child.
I mean, yeah. Mole people have a lot of children. They're all asleep right now, though. They go to bed and they just like curl up into little mole people, baby rocks, and they just like they don't really move. Sometimes I have to make sure they're breathing by kind of like shoving them a little bit with my foot, and then they kind of like squeak, and then I'm like, okay, you're not dead. Good. I have accomplished.
Do the mole people have favorite toys from the 80s?
Yeah.
Did you have any He-Man toys that you found in any holes?
I mean, okay, don't hate me, but I've only lived for 2 years in the 80s. But my other friend, they liked Transformers for those 80s.
How about 90s toys?
90s toys.
Did you have a Cabbage
I had
Patch
a Polly
Kid?
Pocket.
Polly Pocket?
I did not. I had Polly Pocket. Let's see what else I have. I had my little ponies.
Did you
and
also buy
Barbie.
a Mighty Max and make Max and Polly bang in little pocket-sized orgies covered in mayo?
No, but I did with Barbie and Ken.
Polly Pocket.
I was figuring shit out at a young age.
Do you think
You know?
Do you think a kid should be sent to the principal if they were caught in the bathroom with a lighter and he was melting the Mighty Max and the Polly Pocket together for his satanic?
I was sent to principal for a similar thing. Actually, it was one time the mole cops were called on me because I tried to start a little campfire in the park near the school, and they called the cops on me and the fire department. And then, mole people, they're efficient, and like I had this little tiny fire, and like this really pissed off fire lady,
I can relate
mole
with this.
lady, like, yeah, she was just like, eh, and she came by and she's like, and it took like a second to put out this tiny little fire. I was actually in my rollerblades, and I was trying to run away, going uphill in rollerblades.
Did you have the lighter up in the air as you went away?
Well, I was using matches, mole matches, and yeah, and I was trying. So the only way, I was so stupid. I could have just taken a different route that actually had concrete, but I decided to try to escape up a hill with rollerblades. Oh God!
Yeah, you should have took him off and threw him at her. You could have killed a woman too. And so,
yeah. Anyway, kids are dumb.
Did anybody die in the fire?
I'm sure there was like a bug.
Murder?
We were roasting Tootsie Rolls.
That's hard.
Apparently,
Tootsie Rolls.
they don't roast. but
Well, like
just
toothpicks?
in
What were you
case you're
doing?
ever
Like,
curious. Well, it's just like I kind of like molded one onto
did you
a
ever set
stick.
like a ballpoint pen tip on fire? It's fun
No.
because the ink catches on fire and it drips out and it makes little fireballs. And then yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot of stuff you could set on fire, especially when you're a kid and
that's
you hanging out in gangs
yeah.
in
That
the streets of New York.
yeah, it got worse when I was older. We made little mole napalm with gasoline and styrofoam. It wasn't good. I'm surprised I'm not dead. I should be dead, honestly, but I'm not.
There's a lot
I'm a
of
live mole
instances throughout
person.
our lives that we should all be dead, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You know,
Yeah, I mean, one person walks down the street and they die just for no reason, and I seriously like I played with a lot of fire and explosives, and I'm not dead, or I'm not missing any limbs. I must have been lucky.
have you ever got burnt? Have you ever burned yourself?
Um, no, no, I don't think so.
Wow.
No, I haven't even burnt myself. In fact, yeah, but I burn myself in stupid situations, like when I'm doing my hair.
Well, that
Like I
counts.
got the
I'm
curling
counting that
iron,
too.
and then I'm like,
I don't
oh,
mean
okay, so then yeah, many times.
like a Molotov cocktail that you accidentally drank. I'm just mean anyway.
I mean,
Any possible? Because
anyway.
I burnt myself recently by engaging with outlet. Never mind.
Oh, that's right. You had the right and left. It was a conundrum. You had a rough time.
Well, I chose the left, and now I'm here.
Damn. Okay.
I
And
don't
then now
know.
you're talking to mole people.
I'm talking to goddamn mole people. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah. Where are you from anyway? I feel like we're from different dimensions.
Well, I'm from Earth in star system 496, 420,
The fuck is that?
69. And
Sorry, that was our mating call. I just had to real quick. Anyway, continue.
I'm looking for. Her name is Diane. She would fill out the electric bill for me and the sewer scientist. And that's what I'm doing here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see, Diane. Huh.
She was a coworker.
Diane. Is she like okay? Is she like real short?
It's
Like
hard for
real
me to
short?
tell because all humans are pretty tall for me.
Okay.
So she might have been
see.
short.
So
I saw.
okay.
Whenever I
Well,
looked up, I saw her boobs, like the underboob and upper nose. That's about all I know.
under boob, upper nose. Okay. Well, this individual was rather small. So and had I don't know. Yeah, I can't help you there, buddy.
Okay.
I mean, she looked new. Could be her. Maybe I'm just very large relative to this human. But you know, what do you do? I'm not being very helpful, am I?
All my Guinness is not with me right now, and Diane would have been getting it for me.
Wow, she was giving you.
She did a lot.
Wait, you have Guinness in your universe? We have Guinness here too. That's weird.
What? How much does it cost there?
Do you,
Maybe we could set up a trade deal or
Greek
something.
Warp. You don't know. What's your currency? We use glurp glurp.
Glurp glurp?
Glurp glurp. Yeah.
We got something called Dogecoin.
Intriguing.
But I'm sure Gloink Gloink, we could figure something out. There's also like Tinky Dinks here. I don't remember. There's a whole bunch of different currencies from last I recall.
Oh well, we have just like one currency for all of life ones here. Just
Sounds
one.
very communist or something. Or
What is that? I don't know.
like a new world order.
I don't know what that is, but we're all the same. We do the same. You have everything same. Work.
So caller, mole person.
Easy for you to say.
Is there? Well, it's very hard actually. Is there anything you would like to discuss? Any questions or comments or things you want to talk about?
Well, nah. I have this offspring now that is coming out of rock mode and is suddenly hungry from the looks of it. I have to attend to that.
Goodbye, mole person.
Good talking to you, interdimensional creature.
It's a rat. Jeez. 917-719-5923. We got Baradin with Song from a Girl. Thank you, Servo. We're back to somewhere. I'm in a weird place. I think we all are in a weird place. It seems we're all somewhere where there's a few people that want you to survive, so they tell you what you need to know. And then there's some other people that are. There's a lot of people out there that don't care about you. And when you find people that matter to you, you should try to do all you could to keep them around working for you for pretty cheap. You could probably just outsource it. It's just I need to hear something that's gonna light me up. I think L-Dub sent something to me in this dimension over here. Let's listen to L-Dubs. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. You know, when you're lost. Listen to L-Dubs.
Hey, L-Dub. I was just looking at the newspaper and I was trying to figure out, should I be investing money in the stock market so that I could make more money than the inflation?
Well, I ain't one to give out proper investment advice, and I'm sure neither is Nicholas the Rat. But, I tell you what, the way they're spending money like drunken sailors in D.C., I'm beginning to think that they know that we're not going to be around to pay back any bills here in 100 years.
Hey, that sounds depressing. What do you mean?
Well, the way I'm figuring it, they're spending way too much. I mean, they're spending trillions of dollars, you know, just about every day. And I don't think they're getting that in the old tax bucket. You know what I'm saying? So that tells me that they know in Washington, D.C., either the Chineses have done gone and won, and we're already a possession of China, or they think that the aliens really are coming, or they think that an asteroid's going to destroy the Earth within 100 years.
Oh, man, that's a drag.
Yeah, kinda. So if people in Washington are throwing away money such that they don't care, that leaves us with the problem of who's voting for them. But I don't think there's a whole lot more you can do other than pull the lever the other direction, and that doesn't really help. So, you know, you're getting the same problem. In the end, it sounds like the United States is either in the possession of the aliens, the Chiners, or we're going to be charcoal.
Well, that means that all we can do is roll up the magical herbal tortilla and smoke them. Be sure to drop a bit of money you don't have for Nicholas the Rat, and then roll them and smoke them.
Well, the other way you could do it, you could say, go on to YouTube and take a peek at Own Comics, because we're probably going to do something silly. And, like you said, we do need to support Nick. Nick, you know, he's had a real sad time not being able to find Diane. And, well, she's probably in the trunk of his car.
L-Dub! You mean he refrigerated her?
No, man. She's just hiding from him.
Oh, now that makes perfect sense.
All right, y'all. Take care of each other. Go fishing. And if they're going to lock us down again, go fishing. Yeah. And if you haven't bought enough ammo, go buy some more. Y'all stay out of trouble. And, you know, that stay safe stuff? Nah, I don't stay safe. Go have fun.
La 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 la
everybody? This is new back in town, back on black all night. Doo doo bop skip it boom. Okay, I'm not a singer here. Let's jump into some really important news here. This one is from Yahoo. I guess that's important. The major negative effect of drinking ice water you didn't know, study says. That's why I drink ice-cold beer. When the weather is hot, there are a few things more refreshing than not quenching your thirst with a glass of ice-cold water. Of course, it's not just your palate that benefits from keeping a glass of water at hand on hot days. It can also help stave off dehydration and may help reduce symptoms of heat exhaustion. If you've been in hot weather for a prolonged period of time, according to the CDC, why is Center of Disease Control talking about fucking hydration and heat? However, research suggests that icy beverage could have some serious drawbacks to your health. You might want to think about it before you fucking stick it up your asshole. If you find yourself plagued by regular headaches, you may want to opt for room temperature. Okay, wait, are they talking about brain freeze? Fucking science just discovered brain freeze. You humans, you're gonna be fucking taking over the universe soon. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's brain freeze. There's a whole article about fucking brain. I was just suckered into this shit. The major negative effect of drinking ice water you didn't know. Who didn't fucking know about brain freeze? Somebody that never fucking drank a Slurpee, I got. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? Oh, let's see what else we got here. There's gotta be other important. What is it? What the fuck is this one on Engadget? A magnetic helmet shrunk a deadly tumor in a world's first test. Are you serious? This looks like a beer koozie helmet, and it's got magnets strapped to it. What the fuck is this? Researchers used a helmet that generates a magnetic field to shrink a deadly tumor by a third. The helmet features 3 rotating magnets connected to a microprocessor-based electronic controller operated by a rechargeable battery. As part of the therapy, the patient wore the device for 5 weeks at a clinic and then at a home with the help of his wife. Jesus, imagine having a fucking whirling magnet strapped to your head for 5 weeks. I guess it's better than having fucking brain cancer. The resulting magnetic field therapy created... So if this shit really is true, about magnetic radiation waves shrinking tumors, why can't it maybe possibly grow them too, or shrink your nuts, or fucking cause bad effects? Maybe you don't want something to shrink, and if you got, I guess you don't got these giant magnets strapped to your fucking head. Jesus, that must have been awkward in bed. Well, sorry, honey. Your vibrator keeps getting stuck to my face while I'm trying to eat you out, and you're playing with your clitoris with this thing, but cancer. Let's see what else we got here. I don't see. Is there any more news here? Let's read this one. This is like a good news story. This is very scientific. Here's why there are 10 hot dogs in a pack, but only 8 buns. It's a food dilemma that's been haunting people around the world for goddamn too long. How many hot dogs in the pack? Well, there's fucking 8. Okay, how many in this now? So, okay. Finally, I scrolled down half this article. I finally got to the point. It's always been that way, but it would make sense to match up the amounts of buns and hot dogs per package, wouldn't it? Just seems like a waste of food. Plus, it's, what if your fucking hot dog bun sucks? It doesn't even have a reason for it. It's just that July is officially National Hot Dog Month. To celebrate, Heinz has begun a campaign called the Heinz Hot Dog Pact to finally make big hot dog companies and big bun companies agree on a single number of products per package, 10. This is definitely a cause we get behind. We all know all this talk of hot dogs has made you hungry. Oh, so they're trying to put more fucking hot dogs on the market? I don't know. Whatever. This is dumb. Anyway, my name is Zindu. That's Xindu. I have many penises, around 40 if you're drunk, maybe less if you're not. And if you want to mingle with a couple of tingles, give me a call at 917-719-5923.
What is this? It's not
Okay,
your
okay. Well,
personal
geez,
hookup
the
line.
scientists are taking out their ray guns. They're pointing at my face. Look, okay, I was just reporting the news. I'm not trying to pick up chicks here. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, this is Zindu telling you Earthlings on Earth after reading your news. You guys are in fucking trouble. Your news, your science and your news. It's your leaders they're real fucking smart. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys are. Anyway, Zindu, that's me, not you. I'm not a slave. Oh God, scientists, please don't whip me tonight. Anyway, but we're gonna go now. Bye.
Does Guinness come out of white shirts? Or does it stain? I hope it doesn't stain. We are currently somewhere in the somewhat verse, but we're still communicating somehow using powers bestowed upon me from a teapot. Stains. Oh shit. Oh well. Maybe if I pee on it, the pee, or I'll just do I'll just dip the whole shirt in a bath of Guinness. That could, but I don't know where I am anyway. How do I get out of here? Is there maybe there's somebody on the phone that could help me. 917-719-5923. If
I understand you're on a journey out there to find something. I think many times that something's right there with you. That something is tracking you down, bearing down on you. The reality of the situation will come to light. You'll find what you're looking for. This realization will come to you full force. You may not know what to do, but steadfast, stand in the face of it. You'll be prepared. Those demons will not try to invade your domicile or test your integrity. You'll move forward. You'll realize you've got all you need right there. It'll be the greatest gift you'll ever receive.
fuck was that about? 917-719-5923. 5923. I don't think there's any more voicemails. We got through them all. Oh, you know what I didn't do? The phone lines are still open, and you could call now. Servo just popped it up on the screen there. Servo is like intelligence, I guess you would call it. Whoa. Oh, what is it? Somebody sending me pictures to the gas blast. Nick, have you heard about the rat fleshlight? It is totally legit. Oh my. Let's see. Any other gas blasts here? If you gas blast me, Nick at nicktherat.com, and you put gas blast in the title there. What is this here? Repost it. I don't know what I'm reposting here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Sometimes the signal comes in a little bit mixed up. Gas blasts. Let's get back to it. That was it? There was a... Oh. Yeah, that was it. No. This one's a gas blast. This is a... No, I can't do that. That's... You spelt it wrong. I can't do that. Oh, wait, we got more. Gas blast is either one word or two words, and this one is... Here we go. I got hairy legs. Come on, man. Another gas blast. To answer your question, my genitalia once sunk a battleship and also created a tornadic activity across a 5-state region. Now, if I had like a good voice, then maybe people would record me saying this and replay it somewhere, because this gas blast is a work of art. To answer your question, my genitalia once sunk a battleship. It also created a tornadic activity across the 5-state region. And I got my UPS to ship back that vibrator that I broke. It wasn't heat resistant. We're gonna... What are you talking about? The phone line's totally working. I could probably call it right now from my own phone. Let's see here. What's the number? What is my phone number here? 917. Let's prove it to you. It's up. I'm gonna do it live. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear that. 917-719-5923. Call. Can I call myself? Is this possible to call yourself in this dimension? Hello, caller.
Hello, caller.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is weird.
This is weird.
Okay.
I
would like to ask you a question. How now brown cow. The phone line's live. I called myself right now. Wow, I sound weird. I hear myself. This is the trick. Getting that. Who's cutting down the phone lines? Okay, we got hang up on this person. Here's we're gonna play a little bit of music, and I'm gonna try to get out of this weird. Wait. Hello, caller.
Did you just call me?
Yes. You're 917-719-5923?
Maybe.
I feel bad for all the people that have been calling you. It's like
Whoa.
I've been okay. Look, caller. I set up this whole podcast just because I wanted to bomb your phone with people. So I put on this whole show every week for the past 3 years, and I've been giving them your phone number to call.
Well, sir, I'm going to say it's been a success.
Have you made any friends? There's a guy named KevBot. He probably would have sent you dirty pictures and stuff.
Oh, yeah. A boatload. And lots of empty alcohol bottles.
Yeah, well, in his society, they're worth, that's currency.
Well, potato.
So I'm lost in reality currently. So what would you like to talk about?
How far lost in the reality are you? Like, is your temperature feeling like Celsius or?
Maybe. Well, okay. Well, truthfully, I would say about 90% lost by the way that the walls are a little bit jiggly. But hopefully I'll find Diane soon.
Sometimes it's better to have loved and lost.
I didn't
never loved at
okay.
all.
We had a work relationship. There was a work relationship between me and her.
Better than to have worked than fired. Than have worked at all. I don't.
Is there a difference between getting fired and laid off?
Yeah, because you technically, if you get fired, you cannot collect unemployment benefits. But if you get laid off, you are guaranteed a unemployment benefit, which right now is quite high.
And quite long and girthy.
Oh yeah.
Long and girthy. That seems to be what
Long,
everybody
thick,
in
and
reality
girthy.
wants.
And everybody doesn't mind having that big, long, thick, and girthy thing laying right in their face.
I could get some of that stuff. Sure, I'd take it.
Yeah.
I'd rather not need it, though, because it's as big and girthy as it is. It's not much, especially in New York. But actually, if you're in certain places, life is a roll of the dice. Depends on where you live, your tax bracket, and your living situation.
But I think but that's what's supposed to encourage you to go get a job, I guess. Is that it's not really much in the end. Should it be more? That's up to you.
But what should be more?
Should the amount that they give without adding anything like right now? Because right now they're adding, what is it, $300 a week?
Do you know the funny part? You are asking the question that builds the cloud of secrecy.
Okay.
Well, okay. So you're saying how much should they get paid? They as being who? The worker. How much should the worker get paid?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
why
if you
is
want
that?
to address it?
Why is the
If
worker
you address it
information public? Why isn't the corporate, how much money in total is being made, like, public? How much money's at the top? How much money's through the entire system?
Definitely, there's definitely a quite a severe pendulum swing. But when you address it as the worker on down, but I mean, I guess that's where people get scared because they think, oh my God, that's communism.
Yeah, but if you're working for somebody that you've never met in your entire life and they're making 30x what you're making, probably even more than that, maybe like 60x.
Yeah.
And you never even seen or met this person or know they exist, and all they do is basically sit behind a desk and like own you, sort of. It's kind of weird, but I also know what you mean too, because there's got to be a system. But the system is so broke that
yeah, that's what I was gonna say is there's definitely stuff inside the system that does not make sense whatsoever.
But we fight and argue over the stuff that affects us on the very bare, thin, fat floating on the soup layer, thin surface bullshit.
Oh,
how much can we tweak the nipple of the worker. We could be the 13, 14, 15, 20. While the guy on the top that's doing nothing, sitting there, is getting. But hey, they have to make more. But we don't even know how much they're making.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we might know how much they're
You-
making. It's a lot.
Well, and there's always that connotation that they don't want to spend any cash until you tell them,
yeah,
this is how much this costs, and then they're like, oh, okay, we'll spend that. Like, wait, what? You don't want to spend cash before.
Do you think there should be a maximum wage? Like, oh, you're a
No, but there's
CEO. The
definitely-
maximum you can make is
No, I think you're
$500,000.
You're trying to like excuse like almost like borderline criminal action, doing
Yeah.
something like that. Huh?
It's-
That's what you're
There's
trying to
throats.
offset that.
There's a few valuable throats on the line keeping society where it is.
Yeah.
Not important throats, just valuable ones.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's a very strange reality
And
we live in.
anytime you mess with it, you're walking a fine line.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there.
I mean, do you want to make the most that you can? Do you personally?
I don't know.
Is that? Do you think in this day and age, 2021, is that as important to you right now as it was in maybe 2018, 2019?
I've always liked to make as much as I needed to just get on by. As long as I don't have to go to meetings all the time. It seems the more money you make, the more meetings you have to go to. More money, more meetings. That's what they say, right? So I try to keep my meeting money at the minimum, my MMM levels. So I like to make as much money that inquires the least amount of meeting. That's why I do podcasting.
A minimum meeting wage.
Yes.
Um,
Which isn't.
MMW.
It's not nothing, you know. I'm making a few thousand a year doing podcasting.
We may just have coined the new phrase of the 20s, the 2020s.
It's a very common a part of society. Like, people don't want to talk to each other. Like, there's a lot of really, and but that's what the workforce kind of forces that on you. It's such a toxic place. The reality is so toxic that we don't want to interact with it.
Do you think that's, well, is that because of the workplace or is that because of the people?
No, it's just reality. It's not even the people. I would say that more than 50% of the people are actually good, but they don't speak up because they're not toxic. And I think that there's like a good 20% of civilization that's just toxic shit that you have to deal with.
You got a good point there. Yeah.
I think the unspoken person that's a good person on the inside, I think there's a lot of them. It's probably a majority. And since they're so good, you never hear about them because you only hear about fucking assholes in society.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it is detrimental to them because when they don't speak up,
oh yeah, you get crapped on.
they get overlooked. Yeah.
There's a balance to the game.
Yeah. That's happened too many times to me where I haven't said anything, and then in the end, it was detrimental. But it happened. My phone died, didn't it? Did it?
Got him.
Oh my God! I'm like on. Well, it's not gonna die. I have faith in it. It's just 7.
Money really upsets me.
Yeah.
If you say,
It's
I always thought the stock market
It's always
and
a pain in the
401ks
ass.
were
I don't.
not the way to
Do
go.
you think it gets any better the more you have?
No, but
It
it's good
has
to
to.
have it because you get more freedom.
You know. Yeah.
Because if you had enough money, you don't have to have meetings at all. And you could have multiple places you could just stay.
Yeah.
Which is very good to have. I would love to be like, hey, I'm just going to go here, 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 and then there. And I don't have to worry about talking to anybody.
Well, I think in this day and age, though, you could almost do something like that, even if you had a bunch of meetings, because nobody meets together anymore.
No, you could do it, but it's just it's hard. That takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it does. But
because you have to.
Is it
have
worth
meetings.
it? Do you think it's worth it? It might be worth it in this day and age.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how you make money. Fuck. If I didn't know how to make money, I wouldn't be doing podcasting.
Well, you know. Podcasting, you're going to be rich. You are getting rich off of podcasting, right?
It's what is that?
All
This is podcasting. It's pod racing. The Disney hired the guy that did the YouTube video of the deep fake version of Luke Skywalker over Disney's fucking top artist.
The guy that was doing all the deep fakes, like the Tom Cruise one, and all that
I don't know if he did
stuff?
all of them, but he did like a set of Star Wars. I think in the last one there was, I think Luke Skywalker comes back as like a young Luke. I don't know what fucking. I watched Star Trek, which has been ruined by Alex Kurtzman, but Star Wars. They had a young version of Luke Skywalker, and it looked like crap. It looked like garbage CG. And then somebody on YouTube did a deep fake version of it, and it looked good. And they hired that guy recently. Making that money.
Are we looking for? Well, yeah.
Working for Disney. You always have to work for somebody else. It's the value for value is good, but it's very hard to make a quote unquote living using value for value.
Yeah.
But value for value is like the best feeling.
It's rewarding. Is it more rewarding because of the style of your show and the interaction, I guess?
It's more rewarding because it's not somebody else telling you what to do. When you're working for yourself or with some scientist, I tell you what to do. Then it feels. Is it better for society though? There should be a bunch of jobs that exist that better society, and they should be decent paying, and it should be. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I feel we don't have enough street sweepers.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough garbage collectors. Why are plastic bottles like? There's people that go around collecting garbage, but they dig through garbage to collect certain parts of garbage. It's in New York City. Okay, you want to hear something weird that happens here?
Yeah. Wait. What?
I don't know if caller, if you ever lived in the city, but there's people that dig through trash and they dig out bottles and cans. Have you ever witnessed this happening?
That happens rural too, somewhere, you know.
But they do this like pros. Why don't they just collect all the garbage, and like all the garbage you collect can be like dumped off for a certain fee. Like if you bring in 30 bags of garbage, you get X amount of money. I guess it would be chaotic because the garbage men have a routine of collecting and destroying.
There's always going to
garbage.
be something that's worth the most out of that. You know, there's always something inside that bag of garbage that's going to be worth more than others.
It's true. I don't know. There's
That's like the computer recycling game. You know.
I heard
What
they're
they're
not going to
mainly
sell
after-
computers that take too much energy in California anymore.
California, which whatever. Like Silicon Valley doesn't contribute to like all the amount of computers that are out there.
You have to have a legal computer.
Like how much waste. Yeah. No, literally. I mean, when you take towers in, if they're going for recycle, they pretty much pull the processor and the RAM, and then just send the rest of like the scrap. Or sometimes they'll pull the boards. But the most amount of precious metals in the processor and the RAM.
Do you know what I don't? I don't like when companies give people computers.
Oh, you mean as like kind of like a hey, this is for you because you're special.
Sorta.
That kind of.
I mean,
yeah.
like, oh, my name is Joe and I work in accounting and I need a laptop. Okay, here's a laptop. I don't like laptops for for office employees. I think that's
Yeah,
I think that's a waste of computer parts.
Because it's just if it fails, you're gonna like replace the whole thing pretty much anyways.
You should
Outside
not be
of,
giving people laptops.
No, not at all. Especially if they can't like.
It's like giving. It's like.
No, I've given guys laptops and like within 5 weeks they've dropped it and then they come out.
They dropped it. They shit. And also, who wants a reuse? Like, if you're giving your employee somebody that works for you that might quit next week, do you really? Well, then who gets the laptop after they had it? Like, oh, I have Joe's laptop that he had for 3 weeks. He was disgusting and greasy.
And that's yeah. How am I supposed to give this laptop to somebody else when it's got a big
big
like
old
scuff
fucking
mark
like,
for it? Get it
shit
across the
stain.
parking lot that you dropped it in.
It's
and then a big dent in the hinge because that's where it hit.
It's
so now the Wi-Fi is intermittent.
It is corporate waste to a max, in my opinion.
No.
If you need a take-home computer, then you don't have a computer at home. What century do you live in? What century? Everybody has a fucking phone. At least I love the phone. You could just do work from your phone. You're just like, I'm sitting on the toilet doing work. Because phones are that good now.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
Maybe some people don't have $200 for a phone, but
I can control my backups on my phone while I'm going to the bathroom.
But I think giving people
not my backups
piss me off.
Not my backups for the bathroom. My backups on a network.
Do you have backups in the bathroom? I heard that's a good way of doing it.
Too much cheese. I don't know if soy does that. I really don't eat soy.
You've never had edamame?
Yeah, but I'm eating it in the bean form.
Edamame is soy, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Covered with salt. Well, it's not, not naturally covered
Oh,
in salt.
yeah.
I always think like,
yeah, but you really don't.
Do you ever imagine?
You just throw the.
You ever imagine when you're eating edamame that you're like sucking on the green giant's testicles and you're sucking them out of his sack? Ooh, they're salty. Mm.
Let out a little like ho ho ho.
Every time you eat edamame, you gotta go ho. Like, why are you doing that? Oh.
Does every place that you go to that has sushi? Do you eat sushi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I eat seafood. I drink milk and eat eggs as well. I'd milk a cow. I'd milk a cow and drink his titty milk.
Cow. Yeah. Well, that's yeah.
And I'd hold a chicken in my arms as an egg came out of its asshole. I'd wash it down and eat it, probably.
So how about goat milk and duck eggs?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm not too happy about the way that we mill them, but it's very hard to tell how we mill them. But I think every food establishment should have cameras in it. I think farmers should make a shitload more money. But I think that their farms should have cameras, like public. I think the food. There was questions about like, is there fish in fucking Subway's tuna?
Tuna fish, yeah.
Why is that a question?
Didn't they say no?
But why is this a question?
Yeah, but what? I don't. What is it? I mean, what is it?
I think there should be a lot more lack of transparency, but a lot more money. Like, oh, we're paying them so much money, they don't care if they walked around the hen house naked because they're making so much money that they're titties. They're the new titty streamers. Farmers are the new titty streamers. Let's give them money, but let's just watch what they're doing. Well, it would be nice to see where shit's coming from.
I don't know. I mean, they got like crazy stuff that goes on in farming too, with like almost like a DRM type thing.
Oh yeah, it is. But the seeds are owned too. You know, Monsanto.
Yeah. Oh no.
You gotta use their seed.
Well, in
their food system's broken.
Well, and they come after people when they like genetically reuse stuff that they deem should be reused.
Well, you know, genetically fucking shit up is okay in my opinion. Just be very transparent about it. Because bananas wouldn't exist if there wasn't some genetic fuckery. I'm fine with that. Seedless grapes? Yeah, keep on giving me that shit.
Yeah.
It's not natural. But, you know, let me see where it's coming from.
You wouldn't enjoy eating a plantain raw. Yum.
It's just there's no transparency in where shit's coming from, and the stuff that they give to the public is such surface level bullshit that people fight for side A or side B, as like side C just shits in their food as they continually both sides eat it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they try to hide so much crap with it too. You know, I mean, why?
Because it's got to be gross for one. Like even a chicken that's not stuck in a cage where they're not moving, and they just force feed it food because they need it to be. Or the feed that they give it is filled with who knows what. Because it makes them bigger. We don't know what's going on with the food chain because we're not seeing it. But either way,
and I'm
chickens are dirty. They're gross.
That I might be a hypocrite on that too, because if I saw a piece of veal, I'd be like, oh yeah, veal. But that's probably bad. Or
you're just killing a younger cow. You know, there's a lot of. Veal's cow? Veal is...
yeah, it's a baby.
Yeah, so it's, you know, you gotta kill... So imagine you could watch them just killing... Who's killing all these baby cows? There's probably the job for it. What is that called? Like the baby cow killer? It's
Yeah, the baby cow killer. Yep.
I get that like
cow killer.
meat is delicious, but I just can't see
will-
myself doing it, so it's very hard to partake. I could see
I
it being
just
done
fix-
humanely. Also, like, hey, this cow is. They live their life. I guess a cow that's been like, how long do they live naturally? And just chop 10 years off of that and kill them.
They're going to be pretty tough if they. Well, oh yeah, I guess 10 years. Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you let them live their life, it's like everybody's gonna be like, yeah, I really don't want your old cow.
This old
it's not
withered.
really gonna taste very
This
good.
old withered. Yeah, there should be
Maybe-
like animal rights where they.
Maybe
could,
the dogs will eat it.
Well, yeah. There should be like an age limit of like is there an age limit of murder for
Kinda
meat?
Well, like
No, apparently
lamb
not.
once
There's
it
veal.
becomes so old.
Yeah,
They
that
call it
doesn't sound
mut-
appetizing
mutton.
at all.
It's like mutton.
It's. I don't think I ever had
But
baby. His lamb chops are not baby lambs. It's just their legs.
No,
Those
no,
are so
lamb is
tasty.
lamb. It's just that once they become past a certain age, they become mutton. So.
And that's why you need the meat.
Mutton and meat, exactly. You gotta break down the mutton with the mead. Have you ever had a decent mead?
I like to mix mead with other alcohol. It's too sweet.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's a dessert wine, kind of like an ice wine.
Yeah, mix that up. And then what about bacteria? Is there bacteria that we kill at too young an age? Okay,
Probably.
Yeah, well, bacteria needs lawyers.
Did you grow up in like a ultra clean environment?
Not really. I grew up in the projects.
The sewer.
In the
That's
PJs. I grew up in the sewers of the projects.
Oh. Well, you're immune to everything.
Maybe.
Pretty much.
Probably. I didn't swim in the Hudson River though. I never.
Oh, that'll give you. I think you can. Well, people can see through you. It's kind of like bathing yourself in the waters of the Flint River.
Holy crap! It's almost 2:00 in the morning. Caller, have you ever played a video game called Final Fantasy?
Yes, I have. No.
Which one?
Definitely played 1, 2, and 3.
I'm about to do that.
And I don't know if I played 4. If I played beyond that.
3. I'm still confused about 3 because I played the first role playing game I played through completely was Final Fantasy 3, which turns out to be Final Fantasy 6. So what was 3?
Well, what do you mean? 3 is 6? You just
Final
said
Fantasy
3 is
6
6.
was part 3 in America.
Oh, you mean as opposed to okay.
Yeah, because I played Final Fantasy 3, which was 6.
Kind of silly how they would do that with, the international market. Like, I don't think there's like a lot of things that they like over there that we don't like over here too much. Kind of weird how they always do that. Because even like Nintendo games and stuff like that, going back to, I guess when everything blossomed in gaming, there's always games over there that were available that are pretty cool and pretty engaging that were never available over here.
Like the vending machines with panties in them.
That and sushi right next to it.
It's very strange sushi. Like how many sushi rolls do you think one tuna can make?
Jeez.
Probably like 1,000.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. The place that I go into, I see them churning a bowl full of salmon, and it's quite a bit. I don't know how much that makes, but it's quite a big bowl of just like salmon fillets.
They're big fish.
Oh yeah.
You ever see those videos of the guys on the ships with the fishing rods and they're like just yanking fish out of the ocean?
Are you talking like really huge stuff, like the
Yeah, like
the?
I think like sturgeon or some shit. I don't even really know, but
Well, sturgeon are really big and long. Tuna get huge. There's that show that I thought it was out in New York, maybe it's Boston, but where they go out and catch big tuna to sell at market. They take some like core sample out of them to judge their quality as far as like sushi grade on down. I think like sushi grade tuna is the highest, and it goes down from there. And then they rate it.
This is why like farm fish is bad because it's actually they have large areas, but it's not large enough.
Farm fish end up having a lot of like nasty fats in them.
Why don't they make the farms bigger? Like say, hey, if you're gonna farm fish, the farm has to be like this really big, like almost so they're not even farmed.
Yeah,
set up like a net around a certain area that's like gigantic instead of just like a fucking toilet bowl where you got.
I mean that happens in like the Great Lakes and stuff like that. They do a lot of netting. That's where you get a lot of your fresh stuff for market. I shouldn't say for market, mainly for restaurant. Most of the stuff that's for market's caught elsewhere.
There's so much going on in the world every day that we barely even.
Will you eat a shellfish?
About everything. Like
okay.
The connection we have to fishing would be what was that the boat show that was on TLC?
Yeah.
And they're on a boat and they go out fishing and then they try to like get the most they could get deep sea fishers.
Well, there's why can't I remember the name of anything right now? Where they had Mike Rowe. You're talking about where they're catching the crab or whatever.
Something like that. But it was kind of like ice road truckers, but with fisher people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They would get crabs or something.
There's one that's I want to say it was out of New York, and they were going out to catch tuna.
Could be that, yeah. Whoa, caller.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to say to the reality I'm in right now? Because it looks like it's thinning out.
I think you're on the right path.
That sounds reassuring. Let's listen to Baffle with Summertime. We'll be right back. It's 2:00. In the sewer.
a time, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton grows high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, please don't cry. You're gonna rise up singing, then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, it's
Go.
baby, please.
He has Let's fear our cave, and then he shall be in charge of protecting her from
Hi, everybody. Well, welcome back to episode 293, Nick the Rat Radio. What's going? Back in the studio? Weird. Hi, hello, caller.
I want to see how long.
I
it
can take
takes
my
for you
pants
to
off.
actually realize on the screen that I'm talking.
There's a lady on Twitch taking a crap on the street right now.
Oh yeah, that's. Wait, no, on the second from the middle screen right there.
Oh yeah, what is she doing up there? She pooping?
I don't know. She could be doing a Slavic squat. Some people find it comfortable.
Wait, there's two people there.
I can.
It's weird. There are two people hugging. It's the screen's a little messed up.
Is that somebody walking a child at 2:05? Man, every time I see somebody with a kid at like midnight out here, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
But the kid's walking to him. Where is he?
No, see, the guy in red with the red bag just walked over where the lady was squatting, so there's obviously no human feces there.
Everything feels like we're back to normal.
Yeah, well, I mean, this looks you probably mentioned it, but what intersection is that right there?
That's Spider-Man. 42nd Street, I think, and like 6th Avenue. It's like midtown Manhattan.
No, it's a grid system, you simple bitch.
Well, you know, it is gritty.
So I wanted to ask you. No, I didn't want to ask you. I want you to ask me anything.
Oh yeah, well, you want me to ask you anything?
Yeah, I feel like explaining something, and I want to do it in less than let's see, it's 1:10, so in 5 minutes.
Anything. I could ask you anything. You could explain it.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions.
That's good. That's good.
What would you like to discuss?
You had dog.
What? Okay,
I
have a question
at the beginning of the. Okay, go for it.
My question is, what keeps you busy? Like, what do you want to do that you don't have enough free time to do?
Oh, nothing. I have nothing but free time. I have cleared my schedule for the next decade and the previous 5 years. So I basically read deep dive stuff about whatever catches my interest.
What was your last great interest? Well, you might deep dive read into it, but that's not like partaking in it. Like you might be like, oh, I'm into sword making. If you read a book about sword making, that doesn't mean you're a sword sword making pro.
Right. No, of course, but
You're a
look,
knowledge
so
pro.
for
So
for
you're just
instance,
you're just
today,
you're a knowledge whore, caller.
yeah. I wrote oh no, I didn't write. I read a 45,000 word opus on the Gervais principle today, and I'm still trying to mull it over. It's about bureaucracy as it pertains to employment, and I actually read through the whole thing because I just had the time to do it, and I was being distracted. You got kids, they're like, hey, what do you read that to me or show me this, and you got to stop and context shift all the time, but it works out. So what did I wish I had more time for? I mean, realistically, I'd like to sail the open seas. I wish I had time to do that.
So the moisture of Mother Earth calls to you.
I just want to be away from all the radiation, mostly.
What about the?
I mean,
if you're out in the ocean, the sun is a big source of radiation, and it's
Right, that's fine. I'm talking about I like to do radio experiments and stuff, and out here, I mean, you got power lines and people with bad refrigerators and heaters and stuff, and you go out in the middle of the ocean, the only thing you're hearing is the universe and the sun, and whatever bounces off the atmosphere from land, but I mean, it gets so attenuated by the atmosphere that you can't really hear it. So you go out in the middle of the ocean, and
what does the sun sound like?
I think radio astronomers have uploaded sounds. Yeah, it's that with that. The singing bowl. There's some of the singing bowl aspect to it. Well, less chaotic. It's kind of a dull roar, I think. Yeah.
What does Uranus sound like?
Generally, it's pretty silent, I think. But
It vibrates though, right? Like everything vibrates. There's everything does vibrate though, right? That always bugged me out the first time I heard that.
Like because of just like atoms wiggling back and forth and stuff.
Yeah, like the Earth vibrates in the tone of D or some shit.
Oh, I didn't know it vibrated in any particular key. What was the there was some explosion. I don't know if it was the atomic bomb or Krakatoa or something, but one of the ways that it was described is all the seismographs on the planet picked up the same note, and the Earth rings like a bell when something that what's the word? I want not catastrophic, but yes,
big.
That massive occurs. Like if the Earth is plinked with a fingernail of gods, it rings like a bell. And yeah, you might be right. Is it D?
I think I just read that somewhere. I don't know. But there was something that was like it's a frequency. There's a certain everything has a certain frequency. How does the planet have it one? It's got to have like more than one frequency. It shouldn't just be like a range. Like, it puts off.
Well, you have all the overtones or God, my brain is fucked. The octaves of whatever the base frequency is. Yeah, if it's not a pure sine wave, it'll have all these overtones. So yeah, it won't be like D, 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 D all the way up. It'll be D and then like, F sharp, G, A, whatever. But and you made me forget what I was gonna say. Awesome.
Gotcha. Do you think there's a?
You're very good at that.
Do you do you think there's stuff that we
The
can't
best.
measure?
Yeah, of course. Why? I mean, like Planck, was it Maxwell Planck? Was like, yeah, you can't measure that. There's a division of a second beyond which we have no capability of measuring it. Like we can say we can go down to whatever that is, and that's it. We can't measure anything smaller than that. And as far as time goes, and Maxwell Planck was also like, yeah, here's the smallest thing that humans will ever be able to measure. And it's not like, oh, well, we just don't have the equipment. This was before we could even measure nanometers accurately, you know? Speaking of which, I don't know if you know this, but current processors are measured in nanometers, like 7 nanometers, 10 nanometers, or whatever.
They go a little bit smaller too.
Well, I'm gonna clue you in on something. The next one's gonna be angstroms, and it's 10 angstroms to a nanometer. So when you hear, AMD or Intel or whatever company announces 20 angstrom whatever's, it's just 2 nanometers. And there you go. It's a thought for the day.
What's the small words for that? Because right now it's like NMs. It's gonna be just A, like 10A, 20A.
Just A, yeah. I think the marketing wank is 20A, yeah. 20A is 2 NM. Like when you're 3D printing, we generally talk about microns, and it sounds super small, but it's just a tenth of a millimeter. You can look at a millimeter and you can imagine
nanometers are in not a millimeter. The 3D printing measurement you just said. How does that compare to a nanometer?
It's a millimeter is a million times larger than a nanometer.
And an angstrom is
a million.
Is a million times smaller than a.
Well,
or is an angstrom
no,
is that like
10.
the English? Or is that metric?
It's metric. It's all powers of 10. So it goes. So one
10
one
to
angstrom is a tenth of a nanometer.
Gotcha.
So 10 angstroms, 1 nanometer. It's just the next step down. So you got like centimeters. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, and 1 nanometer is 10 angstroms.
What's under an angstrom? Is there a, let's see, nano and an angstrom? The next one's obviously
Ooh, I don't want to do that.
What?
Stop that phone.
Stop the phone.
All right. Under angstrom, well, there's picometer, right?
Picos.
I pronounce stuff weird because.
But how does wait? Okay. We're skipping the main point though. You're talking about the bottle size. How big is an electron? Because when we're talking about we're talking about matter that can be excited, right? Like these pins that are like 2 nanometers small, that they're just having a charge or no charge.
Right.
How small
so
could you go?
Yeah. Okay, so in I want to say in 2000 or 2001, IBM that IBM made a transistor that was exactly 3 atoms wide. It was a 3 atom
but
transistor.
an atom could have a lot of electrons.
Right, but when you're talking about like how small can a transistor be?
The first element. What's the
right?
first element on the elemental chart?
Hydrogen.
So is there a hydrogen processor? That would be cool. There's not. It's all metal.
Internal combustion engine is a hydrogen processor, right?
Well, different than what I mean, but yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I know
by
where
the
you're
way,
going too.
a picometer is 1,000th of a nanometer. So 1,000 picometers or picometers to a nanometer. So we got a ways to go. I don't know what goes between angstrom and picometer. There's two of them. I don't know what they are.
And what are we going to do with all this math?
You say math?
Math, right? Well, math. Just numbers that we can trace and store and chunk.
It's all entropy, man. It's all entropy.
Entropy seems to have gotten
So
better
did you know,
recently.
right? Did you know that all of the heat that a processor generates is from changing a 1 to a 0?
Yeah.
Because there's a charge in a transistor, and in order to change that from a 1 to a 0, it has to put that charge somewhere. So it puts it into a resistor, which then gets put into the heat sink and then out into the atmosphere.
But what about those
So that's
rails?
all the
What about
heat.
those other rails, like the 12-volt rail that's just the ground that just flows through? Does any heat come out?
Processors don't use 12 volt. The only thing that needs 12 volt is shit these days. Nothing really.
Well, yeah, but I think the rail is in there. I don't. But you know what I'm trying to say. There's the processor only uses a couple of those rails. Where's the other electricity go?
Yeah.
Is that well, you know, the electricity flowing through
hard
it.
drives, CD-ROMs, fans are all 12 volts. Hard drive, the ones that have motors in them.
God bless oxygen
spin the
eating
motors
up all that
up.
heat.
Well, I mean, the atmosphere is like 60-something% nitrogen, right? So it's not really oxygen eating up the heat.
Oh, that's true too. So then why are we considered to be oxygen breathers?
So we're not. Oxygen is actually poisonous to us.
It rusts too. It kills us.
Yeah, it does kill us. So what we do is we take bits of carbon from our body and attach it to the oxygen to get the oxygen out of our body. So 80 to 88% of, like, if let's say that you're trying to lose weight, 80 to 88% of all the weight that you lose, you exhale. That's why it takes so long to lose weight. You can only exhale so much carbon dioxide, but that carbon comes from us. We attach that carbon in our bodies to the oxygen to stop the oxygen from killing us. It's amazing.
It's kind of symbiotic though, because otherwise we would get fat.
Yeah. I know that there's some sort of, like, you know, you start digging into it, you're like, oh, there's ATP and this and that. I don't know anything about
There's
that.
a lot of systems that play in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, constantly.
Well, plants, you know. Everyone, well, just plant trees. That'll sink all the carbon in the atmosphere. And it's like, well, then, I mean, the trees got to do something with them, because if you just let them fall down and rot, that just puts the carbon back in the atmosphere. And you bury them, you're just saving it for another day. You burn it, you're releasing the carbon in the atmosphere. I mean, there's no, all the carbon that's here is here.
What we need to do,
all the carbon that's on Earth we're not importing it.
We need to build a tube between the atmosphere and the mesosphere. We need to make a
mezzanine.
We need a filtration pipe that leaves Earth's atmosphere into outer space. We could it'll be like a car.
Well,
it'll be like an exhaust pipe for the planet.
The best way is to have algae or a forest, right? And then, well, algae is probably the best, because after you farm it, you can, like, compress it into, like, really dense blocks, and then you just shoot that into the sun. There's your carbon. Bye. That if you want to stop climate change right now, you have to figure out a way to shoot bricks of algae into the sun, or a tube, I guess. and some pumps,
So
some fans.
exhaust pipe with algae. It's be like a thick. It'll be like a fish. You'll see like fish and they shit. It's like that tube comes out of it. It'll be like, the fish will be like the earth, and the tube will just be shitting algae tubes out, and it'll go into the sun. And the sun will burn longer too.
Wait, I mean, well, I think all the algae will burn up before it gets to Mercury.
It's so minimal compared to the sun.
What was it? Oh, Sunshine, that stupid fucking movie. Ugh. Anyway,
it started off cool, and then it turned into Freddy Krueger.
What? Freddy Krueger shot algae into the sun? Wasn't he a dream monster?
He was only good in like one movie too.
I never saw any of them. I was so sheltered in the 80s and 90s.
I sheltered myself. They scared me. I was scared as shit of horror movies. I remember like seeing Child's Play on TV and like, oh my god, there's doll.
Do you like them now?
Pushed in there. What?
Do you like horror movies now? Or
I love
are you
horror
still
movies now.
kinda
They're fucking hysterical. They push
okay.
the boundaries to storytelling.
Yeah. But what was the Freddy Krueger did what now?
Oh, he was a possible child molester murderer that was burned to death, and then he haunts kids' dreams that sleep on Elm Street. Sounds like the population in Elm Street would probably disappear in a month, but
Yeah, kind of like the Hellmouth and whatever that show was.
Exactly.
Like at some point, the
Buffy.
FBI or the military would be called in.
There would be nobody in. Like, oh, my kid came home from school 5 times this month because there was a decapitated child in the locker room. He's going back next month, though.
Yeah,
He's fine.
Yeah, and they never talk about the social workers or the mental health employees that would have to come in and do whatever what is that called when they come in and they talk to everybody?
Counseling?
If you need grief counselors. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they never talk about that. So it's just it's that quirky librarian, I think.
Dr. Quinn, the
I've never seen
medicine
that show
man.
either. Was it a man?
I don't remember.
What-
It was what's his face?
There's something. Hey, at least I got to call in before the end of the show.
Yeah, I was about to say the show's about. Would you like to say goodnight to? We got Diane back, I think. Diane, are you here? Oh, she's here.
Well, I heard Zindu talking to her, so I figured he brought her back. You gotta pay Zindu more, man. That's what's going on. Is you're not paying him enough, so he's.
That guy was just a Zindu shill. I could spot one from a mile away. Hey everybody, I think Diane's back. We're back in the sewer. This is all just like a bad fever dream. Everything is back to normal. Oh my god. We're gonna take a quick musical break right here. We're gonna listen to Pyru with Rock the Club, and we'll be right back and see what happens. Oh boy. Let's get this party started at 2 o'clock in the morning.
fucking hands up!
Hi, everybody. My name is Nick the Rat. You might know me from Nick the Rat Radio, where we play some of the best music in the world. And because we're playing that really good music, I need a really good way to listen to that really good music. And when I'm out cruising the sewers doing some pilfering, there's nothing more that I like than putting overpriced garbage deep into my earlobes to keep me distracted. SewerCon earbuds are the most expensive pieces of tech with the lowest quality components on the market. When you want to hear your music like it was inside of a tin can, these are the buds for you. You might ask, Nick, why would I want that? First, it'll help you appreciate music more. And secondly, it'll make me rich. Or at least my bosses. SewerCon earbuds are the biggest con in the world. Only number 2 to Ray. Call 917-719-5923 for more information now. And get back to listening to your SewerCon earbuds. I know I am right now. They fucking hurt. I can't get it out of my ear. Like, fell so deep in there. It's hitting my eardrum. I gotta go. End the commercial. End the commercial.
If you were thrilled by the towering inferno, if you were terrified by earthquake, then you will be scared shitless by the Samuel L. Bronkowitz production of That's Armageddon. The most realistic depiction of death, doom, and destruction in motion picture history. See George Lazenby as the architect.
I tell you, this building is unsafe.
Barbara Radnitz as the nurse. Jack Roberts as the governor.
Governor, the city's in flames. The National Guard's powerless to deal with the situation. The dam is threatening to burst. The airport has been seized by terrorists. And the nuclear power plant's about to blow in its second. Governor, what are we going to do?
Donald Sutherland as the clumsy waiter.
Larry, you can't go in there. It's certain death. But I've got to. For Helen's sake. But Larry! Oh, Jesus!
Leave her. Come back to Montana with me.
I can no sooner run away from her than myself.
I'm not asking you to run. I'm asking you to face reality.
Whose reality? Yours or mine?
My reality and yours, that's whose.
What are you saying?
Leave her. Come back to Montana with me.
I can no more run away from her than I can run away from myself.
I'm not asking you to run. I'm asking you to face reality.
Whose reality? Yours or mine?
My reality and yours, that's whose.
What are you saying?
Larry, we're going now.
Whose game?
You know damn well whose games.
Larry, we're starting the engines.
You will never forget That's Armageddon.
You know damn well what I'm saying.
Was that from That's the Larry Show? I should try to talk to him. Ow. How did I even get that? How did I get into the wheel? 917-719-5923. You know, I'm going to try to... I want to interview Larry. I don't really know much about him other than he's got a great voice and he wears sunglasses. Larry did a show about one of your ex-coworkers that was murdered? Holy sh... Let's appreciate life as we're in it today. And let's just hope that when we do the passing, it's quick. Now, a quick way to do the passing is to rub mayonnaise all over your genitalia. Oh, wait, the lawyers are waving at me. I shouldn't say that. Okay, everybody, we should, oh boy. It's a little hot down here. We're gonna say goodbye. Just want to say thank you for tuning in to Nick the Rat Radio. We're back. Diane's here. Diane, wave to the people. I know. I can't put you on camera. It's in your contract. Okay. How long was I passed out on the floor smoking for? Like a week? A month? I stuck my dick into an outlet. She came back. I guess it might have been the right hole. Okay, look. If you're going to question every path then as being right or wrong, first off, there is no such thing as right or wrong. Secondly, these paths you're making up are just helping you deal with reality. It's like a fucking river. It's like a stream. Imagine being a piece of water in water. Wrap your tool, wrap your tail. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what's happening, people, but I'm going to play a little Final Fantasy after this, I think. You know what? I feel like this whole world exists, like my entire life built up to me playing Final Fantasy 1 on a computer using a controller, using the Switch Pro controller. I'm going to use a Nintendo controller from the year 2020-ish, 1917. I don't know when the Pro controller came out, but late. I'm playing an early Nintendo game on a Windows computer. Diane's back. That means I could put all these cans. I got so many of these cans. Can you take these? Oh, thank you. It's gonna get so clean in the sewer. Looks like this shit show is cleaning up too. Let's get out of here, everybody. We'll be back next week. I think we're gonna be back full force, full throttle. Nick the Rat Radio. We're gonna have a topic next week. Maybe. I don't know what these scientists here, they're a little crazy. I don't know what they're doing. Let's get in the mood for having one more fantasy with Cur2X and Prelude. Diane's back. This is great. I don't have to do the dishes no more. Yes.
What is this?
That's my synthesizer setup. I'm a musician. Well, I'm really a singer. I write music for the network. Have you heard that their theme song, "We Bring You Joy, We Bring You Strife"? Well, I wrote that.
Well, you must be very proud of yourself.
It's really nothing.
Look at this. They're all in a censored list. And look what we have here. This looks like black market clothing. And you wrote the network jingle.
Come on, everybody does it.
Money. That's what I need. Money.
And money's not going to do you any good. You know, you won't be able to leave the squad. You don't have a travel pass.
You do. Now I do.
Stop killing animals! Rats have rights! Ride on veggies! Rats have rights!
All right, Diane. I think he learned his lesson. His balls are properly fried. All right. Have to sign here, here, and here. All right. Well, that was a fun job. Well worth the money. Thank you, Diane. Now, go give him hell.